Hey woodcutters, Top Saw here. Today I poured up a river table with easy pour resin. This is really a test piece. I have two different woods here and I want to check how machining works before I do a big table. So you can see the pour there. I try and show a little bit of grain. I have some dyes mixed in. It looks really pretty, but it is not flush. So first thing I'm trying is a chop saw, cutting off the dams at the end. And you can see it actually cuts pretty well, gives me a pretty clean cut on the resin in the wood. You see right there, there's really no blowout at all and it's right through. I also turned it over and tried cutting through from the other direction and I didn't see any difference between the two. They were both clean cuts. Over the table saw, I'm trying ripping both the resin and the wood. There's no screw there, so don't worry about that. And it actually ripped really easily, no damage to the blade, and the resin looked really clean, a clean cut. You could see how sharp those edges are right there. From there over to the planer, checking my thickness. I only want to take off about 50 thousandths on any one pass. Right here I'm actually just bringing the wood down a little bit, and I'm actually not engaging the cutters into the resin at all on this first pass. I'll flip it over and clean up the backside, and you can see the lamb of the two different boards, I think poplar and cedar. Now I'm doing my third pass and it's just catching just a tip right at the start, and you can see how it kind of smokes the resin or gives it that smoky cut look. Going back one more, my fourth pass, pretty much about 40 thou coming off. There's a little chatter up front, not hitting the resin right there, but it actually planed really nicely and it's actually all pretty flush. A little bit of a snipe from my planer. From the planer over to the Rotex sander, starting at 100 grit, working my way up to about 150 grit. It's actually smoothing out, really flush. Worked out really well, machined beautifully, really pleased, ready to do a full river table. Now you can see I just sawed it with a little bit of water and you can see how nice it looks.